Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, first Canto, 9th chapter, sloka number 18. Esha vai bhagavān sākṣād ādyo nārāyaṇaḥ pumān mohayan māyayā lokaṁ gūḍhaś carati vṛṣṇiṣu. Esha vai bhagavān sākṣād ādyo nārāyaṇaḥ pumān mohayan māyayā lokaṁ gūḍhaś carati vṛṣṇiṣu. Esha vai bhagavān sākṣād ādyo nārāyaṇaḥ pumān mohayan māyayā lokaṁ gūḍhaś carati vṛṣṇiṣu. Haribol. Thank you, Prabhu. Haribol. I am going to purport by Srila Prabhupada. The Vedic system of acquiring knowledge is the deductive process. The Vedic knowledge is received perfectly by disciplic succession from authorities. Such knowledge is never dogmatic, as ill conceived by less intelligent persons. The mother is the authority to verify the identity of the father. She is the authority for such a confidential knowledge. Therefore, authority is not dogmatic. In the Bhagavad-gītā, this truth is confirmed in the second verse of the 4th chapter, and the perfect system of learning is to receive it from authority. The very same system is accepted universally as truth, but only the false arguer speaks against it. For example, modern spacecraft fly in the sky, and when scientists say that they travel to the other side of the moon, men believe these stories blindly because they have accepted the modern scientists as authorities. The authorities speak and the people in general believe them. But in the case of Vedic truths, they have been taught not to believe. Even if they accept them, they give a different interpretation. Each and every man wants a direct perception of Vedic knowledge, but foolishly they deny it. This means that the misguided man can believe one authority, the scientist, but will reject the authority of the Vedas. The result is that people have degenerated. Haribol, Hare Krishna. Today, the auspicious day, Nityananda Trayodashi. Today, we are going to hearing about the nectar of Bhagavan Krishna from the mouth of Bhishma Deva through Yudhishthira Maharaj. Why this situation is happening? We all are well known about the previous sloka. Yudhishthira Maharaja, along with his brothers, in a royal culture or royal situation, or dressed with a high royal phenomena, and they all are associated with the Lord Krishna, visited to Bhishma Deva. Why? Because Bhishma Deva eagerly waiting to see these Pandavas become a king. That wise, Bhagavan very well knows who is situating in each and every living entity's heart as Paramatma. He knows everything, whatever we are thinking, we are doing, we are going, whatever we are doing, all are, he will very well knows. Same way, in the heart of Bhishma Deva, Bhagavan is situating there, and not only that, Bhishma Deva is very great devotee of Lord Krishna, so that easily, very easily Bhagavan understand that from childhood onwards the Pandavas become very difficult path they are going through, because due to the Kauravas are always defeating them. So that situation, Bhishma Deva is highly supporting to every time to this Pancha Pandavas. But what happened, unfortunately, he will support the Kauravas in friendly, but behind that, by his heart, he is always supporting Pandavas. Same way, he thinking that the dharma is always with Pancha Pandavas, so that he eagerly waiting to see once upon a time this Yudhishthira Maharaj and Pancha Pandavas become king of this Kurukshetra, Dharma Bhumi as a Bharata Bhumi. So that he is waiting for that. That eagerness Bhagavan can understand very easily, so that Bhagavan arranged this situation. First of all, he told to Yudhishthira Maharaja that you must visit before, just before how you can rule the kingdom very nicely with the following dharma. So that you must take the advice from Bhishma Deva, so that everybody become very royal look and they are visited to Bhishma Deva. Actually, Bhishma Deva was in Kurukshetra Bhumi. He is laying down on the bed of arrows. But he is going to die. But Bhishma Deva got a chance, or he got a blessings of his from his mother Ganga Maya, that whenever he want to die, then only he can die. Normal human being, we don't know how when we are dying, but Bhishma Deva got a blessing that when he want to die, then only he will die. So that he is waiting for Uttarayana. Uttarayana means there is two meanings. Freshly we can understand that the sun is going to northern region like Uttarayana, and the Uttara, who is saved from in his womb, in her womb, Bhagavan is entering the Uttara's womb for protecting the Parishit Maharaja like a womb baby. On that time, Bhagavan entering into the womb of Uttara. That means Uttara become mother of Krishna. So who is laying on the womb, that lady become mother, no? Same way, Bhagavan entering into the womb of Uttara, so that Uttara become the mother of possession of Krishna. So that who is Uttarayana, Uttarayana, that means who is the son of Uttara. That's a possession the Bhishma Deva know. So that he is also waiting for the coming in front of Krishna, then only he want to die. Not only that, he is a great devotee of Lord Vishnu, so that he want to see Krishna in the Vishnu form. So that when he saw the Krishna associated with the Yudhishthira Maharaja and his brothers, he want to saw Krishna in a Vishnu form. So Krishna is 400 form in front of Bhishma Deva. He is standing as a 400 form. On that time, the Nārāyaṇa form, on that time, Bhishma Deva was starting to glorifying the Nārāyaṇa as Vishnu Sahasranama. From on that day, the Vishnu Sahasranama glorification is going on, and the Sahadeva, he got the all the Vishnu Sahasranama in his heart. After later, he wrote down the Vishnu Sahasranama. That's why we got the Vishnu Sahasranama. So Bhishma Deva starting to glorify. On that time, Krishna advised to Yudhishthira Maharaj, please ask how you can rule the kingdom very nicely with the following dharma. So first of all, Bhishma Deva glorifying to Krishna, because we must know the source of dharma is Krishna. So that first we understand what is the power or potency of Krishna. So Bhagavan is all creator, he is the all controller, he is the all proprietor, everything is Krishna. That very well known by Bhishma Deva. So first of all, he advising to Yudhishthira Maharaj, you must know about the philosophy or the tattva of Krishna. So that he started from Vedic system. Actually, Vedic system, what is the Vedic system? Vedic system is produced for the human being can live very nicely with the material opulence. So that in the all Vedas explaining about the 33 crores of demigods, and if we worship them and we recite the mantras, whatever explained in the Vedas on the Karma Kanda portion, then the demigods will give the blessings what according to our wish. That is called the fruitive activities, result oriented karma. That is explained throughout the Karma Kanda of Vedas. So that we human being very nicely living with a high material opulent, and we are going behind the demigods, Devi, Deva, and Ayyappa, Muruga, likewise so many 33 crores of demigods are there. each demigods is worshipped by separate human beings, so that they got their abode. That means the Swargaloka. Swargaloka planetary system is totally living entities of the demigods, so that they can moksha, who is following the fruitive activities or karma kanda, they can achieve the Swargaloka very easily by worshipping the demigods. So, but Bhagavan saying in Bhagavad-gītā, 15th chapter, first sloka, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto mattasmridirtyanam abohanam cha vedesur sarver aham vedya vedyo vedanta krit veda videha chaham. That means all Vedas are coming from me, and all the purpose of Vedas to understand me. But actually, unfortunately, the Vedas not explaining properly about Krishna Shastra. The Krishna Shastra only revealed from the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So that we are approaching Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Not only that, even though he is compelled, Vyasadeva compelled all the Vedas and scriptures, even though he never gets the satisfaction. Why? Because of lack of this science of Krishna. So at last Narada Muni advised to Vyasadeva, please compile the science of Krishna, how the common people can attain the Bhagavan's abode. So throughout the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam explaining about the Bhagavata Dharma, which is the fifth Purushartha, who is following this Purushartha, fifth Purushartha, then they can easily attain the back to Godhead or Bhagavan's abode as Vaikuntha Loka planet. So these all are explaining throughout the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. But the Vedas are explaining the Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, four Purusharthas, attaining the Moksha Marga up to the Swargaloka or inside the material world only. No, never can become outside of material world. That is the essence of all Vedas. That is also explained throughout. Not only that one, here explaining about we must receive this type of knowledge from a proper authority, authorized authority. Then only that real knowledge come down to us. Otherwise, there is mundane speculations are so many is going on behind Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Bhagavad-gītā. Common people are, everybody can explain whatever their speculations. But that is not relation with the real truth of whatever explaining the real Bhagavatam. But here we got the fortunate people, we got the Guru Parampara system through we can going behind it, so that we will in a correct path. So this correct path guide us to the back to Godhead. That is the realities behind that. So we very well knows about the four sampradayas are Kumara Sampradaya, Lakshmi Sampradaya or Sri Sampradaya, and Brahma Sampradaya and Rudra Sampradaya. Four types of Sampradayas are there. We are connected in the Brahma Madhava Sampradaya, so we are following the Brahma Sampradaya system. Through that, we got the chance to understand the Vedic literature and Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, everything by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, through the Rupa Goswami and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Everybody is there in line in disciplic succession. So, so that I am not going behind that, I will explaining the science of Krishna, whatever the Bhishma Deva explained to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So the common people, general people, the Kali Yuga people are very unknowing about. They are totally ignorant in Vedic scriptures and all science and everything about Shastra, about the Krishna and everything. They are due to their mundane speculations. They are thinking, oh, maybe likewise or like with this. Likewise, they are concluding. And the Buddhas, common people are following them. So that they are arguing that we are going to moon, we are reach moon here and there. Likewise, they are arguing that is also not true. So here we can no need to explain more about the common scientist and everything. So we can go to next paragraph. Here is an authority speaking about Śrī Kṛṣṇa as the original personality of Godhead and the first Nārāyaṇa. Even such an impersonalist as Acharya Shankara has said in the beginning of his commentation on the Bhagavad-gītā that Nārāyaṇa, the personality of Godhead, is beyond the material creation. The universe is one of the material creations, but Nārāyaṇa is transcendental to such material paraphernalia. Here explaining about the form of Nārāyaṇa. What is the form of Nārāyaṇa of Krishna? What is the relation between Krishna and Nārāyaṇa? For that we must know about the Chaturvyuha expansions. First from Krishna, his Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha, that is the full form of Śrī Kṛṣṇa. Vigraha means Rupa, personal form of Sat and Chit and bliss. These three together, the personified form of Krishna. So that we are all calling Krishna as Sachidananda Vigraha. No other demigods are called by this name, Sachidananda Vigraha. Because Śrī Kṛṣṇa is Satta plus Chitta plus Ananda. Together, three the Vigraha. Vigraha means personified form, Rupa. So, Bhagavan is the personified form of together these three. From the Sat portion, Sat energy, that is first expansion coming out as Balaram, and from his Balaram, this first Chaturvyuha as Sankarshna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha and Vasudeva coming out. From the Sankarshna, the Nārāyaṇa form, 400 form, Nārāyaṇa is expanding. From the Nārāyaṇa, again second Chaturvyuha, Sankarshna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha and Vasudeva, this Chaturvyuha, second Chaturvyuha also expanding. Expansions are up to this only. After that, starting the Purusha Avadaras. From the second Chaturvyuha of second Sankarshna is commonly known as Mahasankarshna. From the Mahasankarshna, first Purusha Avadara, Karanodakashai Vishnu or Mahavishnu incarnated. First Avadara is coming from second Chaturvyuha Sankarshna. That is three Purusha Avadaras. First one is Karanodakashai Vishnu. Due to the Karanodakashai Vishnu, all Brahmandas are creating, the material world is creating, sustaining and unleashing. That detailed information will get through the second Canto of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So here explaining about the Nārāyaṇa form, which is the between in two Chaturvyuhas, first Chaturvyuha and second Chaturvyuha. From the first Chaturvyuha, Nārāyaṇa form appearing, not appearing, expanding, Vistarana. That is, he is expanding, and from him, second Chaturvyuha is expanding. That much power Nārāyaṇa got. So Nārāyaṇa and Krishna, none other different, both are same, but only Krishna is the Sachidananda form. Satta plus Chitta plus Ananda form. That is, and he authorities like Bhishma, however, escaped his bewilderment by the mercy of the Lord. Here explaining about Bhagavan's energy. Actually, the Acharyas are explained towards us how Bhagavan have so many innumerable potencies, but to understand a human being like us, Acharyas classified into three categories. Likewise, first one external energy and internal energy, then marginal energy. We can go through the little bit about these three energies. Like first one is internal potency. This internal potency is actually Satchit Ananda Vigraha. Satta plus Chitta plus Ananda, these three together is called the internal potency. Sometime Bhagavan is appearing here with his internal potency form, or he is coming with the help of internal potency. It is appearing in this material world to Dharma Samsthapanarthaya. He is coming, descending by the help of this internal potency. And Bhagavan's second energy is the external energy. External energy is totally for the creation of material world. This Prakriti is the one of the external energy of Bhagavan. And third one is marginal potency. Marginal potency means we are the Tadastha Shaktis or marginal energies of Bhagavan. For simply we can understand by the example of Acharya saying about the sun. We can consider the sun is globe. Sun globe is a very hot and a very huge light and huge in size. His sun is still there. From his sun, the rays are coming up to this material world and touching each and every stones and everywhere. Likewise, the rays are touching this material world. Same way, the external energy is raised touching this material world like Bhagavan's external energy. And inside the sun is very hot and very the liquid form in the melting portion of globe is considered as the internal potency of Bhagavan. That much difference, the quality and quantity, that much difference is there. The sun rays is touching our body, nothing will happen, just touching, and we can saw everybody and all thing. That much only power have sun rays, whatever reaching in this material world. But inside the sun, very hot and very melting high point is there. Melting point is very high. Same way, the internal potency is very high. We cannot imagine how much the potency of internal potency. With that, the small portion of internal potency is considered as a Balaram expansion, as Sat energy, and is Chit Shakti and Ananda Shakti. These three together, the internal potency of Bhagavan. And the external energy compared to this internal potency is very, very, very less or insignificant. And the marginal energy means in between sun and this material touching rays, the rays is particles of tingling particles are included in the rays of sun rays. That tingling particles is the marginal energy, like us living entities, the Jivatma, the part and parcel of Krishna. Bhagavan saying in Bhagavad-gītā 15.7, Mame Vamsha Jiva Loga Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. So we are all living entities, are the part and parcel of Krishna as a Amsha. Amsha means a small, insignificant. Anu Matra. So Bhagavan is Vibhu Matra. That is the difference of these three energies. The internal energy is the Sachidananda Vigraha, is Vibhu Matra. And the external energy is the Prakriti, the material world, as very insignificant. In between, the marginal energy is there. So we are the little bit greater, superior than this external energy as the Prakriti or material world, but very, 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 very less than compared to the internal potency. So that is our position. We can consider, we can go behind this external energy, or we are go behind the internal potency. That is the choose, free will, Bhagavan given to each and every living entities. If we want to, wish to go behind the external or internal, that is our choice. Please all welcome to our Nityananda Trayodashi festivals. Please come. Yeah, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Kindly support me about subscription these all videos. Thank you. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you.